I present to you the E.P.D.A.S Mark III. Here we have the E.P.D.A.S in all of its glory, a gun that I built in this video. So be sure to stay tuned because I want to show you the entire process of me making it. Let's go. So as you may know, all the best mad scientists draw out their design of the machine they're going to create before they actually create it. So as you may see here, I've drawn a design of what they want the thing to look like. I also proceeded to name the parts of the gun so I can know specifically what parts are which, and I can organize them based on their names. I also proceeded to give a name to the gun. I called it the E.P.D.A.S Mark III because I already made two before this. I'll talk about that later. And if you're wondering what E.P.D.A.S stands for, it stands for Energy Projectile Discharging Armament of Safety. If you're wondering what the of safety part is, basically, I'm going to use this in self-defense. Because, you know, walking outside with a laser pistol, expecting to shoot something isn't really the smartest idea. Because, either one, you're not going to find anything, or two, you're going to get arrested by the police. Anyways, that's basically all I had to really do. Right. That's basically about it. I'm gonna use this design now to make the gun. So now, you won't have to keep waiting. We're actually gonna move on to making the gun part now. Okay. So, this little doodad right here is actually gonna be the end of the gun. If you may have noticed from when you were looking at the design, you see this little bit. That right there is actually this thing. And I'm going to use this as sort of a base to make the rest of the blaster off of, so I can get the correct measurements and all that. Frick, I dropped it. Anyways, yeah, it's going to connect to the energy port right here, and it's also going to be the end of the little end power cell right here. I also need to make a cap on the end of it that I slide in between the gun. Anyways, let's move on to actually making the gun. I know I said in the last little bit that I was going to start making it, but you know what? I lied. I'm going to continue explaining a bunch of stuff until I feel like making the gun, which is right now. Bye. Alright, so first thing I'm going to work on is the power cell. Mostly because the power cell is arguably the most important part of the gun. It's takes up about 40% of it. It's the most interesting thing to kind of look at, and also because the gun looks dumb without it. So the way I'm planning on doing that is by using some kind of bottle or some kind of container that I'm going to fill up with some liquid or something, and I'm going to surround that bottle with this clear blue liquid to give this more power cell feel. Then I'm going to put this on the end to cap it off. Except the thing is though is that I need to find a container that actually fits inside of this thing. So I'll be right back while I go look for one. Alright, so I found this vitamin jar in my recycling bin, and I think it's a good size, and if luck would have it, it actually fits perfectly inside a little silver thing right here. All I gotta do is figure out a way to seal off this little part of the end right here so I can put the cap on and have an actual jar of some magical liquid or whatever. I don't know. What do they put inside laser guns? Alright, so basically what I did is that I put 5 layers of plastic wrap around the lid, and well, not around the lid, around the top of it, wrapped around a rubber band, and then put the cap on. I don't know if that's going to stay in, but I'm going to hope it does, because if it breaks while I'm using it, I'm going to cry. Anyways, that's basically most of the power cell already done. Now all I have to do now is wrap the little plastic thing around it to give it the more power cell kind of look, you know? And yeah, that'll basically be it for the power cell. Oh, well, I have to hot glue it all together too, because it's not just going to stay together on its own. And I need to make the cap, right, I need to make the cap. What's the cap on the end going to be? I gotta think about that. Well, I'll figure it out when we get there. Alright, so I surrounded the thing with blue plastic, so now it looks more like an energy cell. Unfortunately, while I was messing around, I accidentally cracked the little silver thing right here, so I had to wrap it around with electrical tape, which gives it a little bit more of a cooler look, but also I would prefer if I didn't break it before I even, finished making the gun. Anyways, yeah, this is how it is right now. And if you're wondering, no, the thing has not broken yet and is not leaking. Or at least I don't think it is. I'm gonna stop doing that because if I feel like I do, if I keep doing it, it's eventually gonna break and I'm gonna end up having to deal with a leak. Anyways, oh crap, it's already 1:30. I gotta wake up early tomorrow. Crap. Okay, I'm gonna have to continue this tomorrow. Bye. Alright, so it's the next morning, and I hot glued the silver cap thing onto the jar, onto the cap, and I also wrapped around it with some electrical tape to keep it attached to the little plastic. I also put some cardboard on the bottom to cover it up, and also wrap some electrical tape around that. And I think that's it. I think that's the power cell done. Now I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna make the rest of the gun. Okay, so now I'm starting to work on the part of the gun that actually holds the power cell. If you compare, oh crap, if you compare the, what is it, the design I did, you can tell that this part right here, well, actually, yeah, I'm trying to make this part right here with like the little display, power display, and leading back all the way over here to the energy port. So that's what this thing is in its most basic and early form. So it's not just going to be this. I'm going to cut out multiple pieces of this one and I'm going to glue them all together to make like the thickness of the thing. And after that I'm going to see if it fits or if the power cell fits. Of course, I did use the power cell to make this, so it should fit, but just in case it doesn't, I'm going to do some adjustments and whatever. Alright, so I cut the piece out to make sure that it actually fits in the thing. And now that I'm sliding it in, I'm starting to realize that I might have messed up on this little end bit here. Because what I was planning to do is that I was planning to have this thing more further out, so I could put in the little, I don't know what to call it, the little slot fit piece, or the little holder that keeps this little end in place. But I'm too lazy to fix that, so I'm just going to mess around with this little end bit here and figure out how I can do this. Well, I have an idea right now. The idea is that I make another one, this piece, put it on the other side, and then make more of these pieces, but like shorter, that it can go under here, you know? So that can hold it in place and stuff. I can bend this and make it look more neat and cool. But, yeah, I'm gonna have to go mess around a bit to see if that actually works. Alright, so, I made two now, and I put them on either side. You can start to see how the thing's starting to come together. And this little end bit here, what I'm planning to do is that I'm planning to, instead of just making a bunch of big pieces, I'm going to use a bunch of small pieces that I'm going to glue together and fill in the spaces in between. Except for this bottom part. I might leave this open so I can like slide the handle into it. And it will make it more sturdy. Or at least I think it will. I'm not really sure. I will have to figure that out when the time arrives. And look at that, now it can stand on its own. Isn't that so cool? Not really. I'm surprised anyone might... Hey, if you're still watching this right now, thank you, because I can understand that this might be very boring, but trust me, it's gonna look cool. It's gonna look really cool. Okay, so, I filled in these parts with cardboard, so it would be a lot more stable when I actually put it on. And now now it's like an actual sturdy thing that holds it together, you know? It actually holds it together pretty well. Pretty sturdy. But, now I need to work on all the other details, like the, let's see here. I need to work on the handle, as well as, I think the muzzle box in the end. I also need to add the details. Oh, wait. I need to do the energy port, right there, yeah, the energy port. I think I'm going to do that next. Okay. I got some metal, I got some like black wire off of Amazon, and I wrapped it like over itself a bunch of times to make it look like this, like look like a bunch of wires. Wrapped some cardboard around the ends and wrapped some tape around those, and now I have a pretty convincing wire circuit thing that I can shove into the back of this thing, and I'm gonna put a little piece of cardboard right here to sort of have the other end go into, and then it will look like an actual convincing like energy port or whatever. I don't know electronics. I don't know technology. There we go. Now that's on. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll clean it up later. As you may have saw earlier, I actually left this bottom part open, and I purposely did that so I could slide the handle into this section here and then, I don't know, close this area off. It makes it easier. Right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna work on the handle next because that's the next big piece of the gun. Oh, dang, I just realized I haven't eaten anything yet. Okay, I'll be right back while I go eat lunch. Alright, so I made these chicken and cheese melts that I got from like Walmart the other day. I actually never tried these before, so I want to see how good they are. That's actually pretty good. This is good stuff right here. Alright, I'm back from my lunch break. Alright, so, as I said, I'm going to start working on the handle now, and in order to do that, I'm going to have to take the little tube off. And in case you're wondering, yes, I can take it off. It's not permanently stuck in place. So all I got to do is just got to pop it up, and then whoop, take out the cord. And there you go. Now the jar now it's detached, and now I have this like weird piece of cardboard with wires attached to it now. So now I'm going to make the handle, and I'm going to specifically design it so I can slide it in here, like I have to make it fit in here, but also going to put some cardboard on the outside to make it thicker, you know? Alright, let me get on that. Alright, so I hot glued some cardboard together and shoved it inside the thing, to be the handle. I also made a little trigger guard over here connecting into it and wrapped some duct tape around it to keep it in place. And now we have a good part of it done. I need to make the muzzle box and add a bunch of the details like the tape on the handle, power display, and the little switch thing at the bottom down here, right here, the little switch thing. Now that I'm looking at it, I might need to make it longer, and that might be a good idea considering that this thing is heavy. Like this jar adds a lot of weight. He's like, hold on, let me put this on real quick. Okay, there we go. This thing adds a lot of weight to the gun, so I might have to like make it longer and maybe put some kind of like some like hand grip on the end so I can like actually I might have to make it two-handed, or like hold it with two hands in order to fire it. Of course I could just hold the handle, you know, probably just fire it like this, but I think that looks dumb. So I'm probably gonna add some kind of grip on the end to make it easier to hold. I might add some like pipes too to make it longer. I'm not so sure. I'll figure it out. Alright, so I've completed most of the gun now. In fact, actually, I've completed the base design of it, but yeah, I need to paint it. I also need to add most of the details. Anyways, yeah, you can see the muzzle box, and as I said earlier, I added some pipes on the end of it. As you can see, that's different from the design over here. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Yeah, over here on the design, the muzzle box is just on the end. But because the gun looked weird, I added some pipes on the end to kind of give it like a little interesting kind of look. And then I put the muzzle box on the end of that. And I actually led one of the pipes through the muzzle box to look like the barrel. So yeah. Now I've got a cool little laser pistol, but I still need to do a bunch of stuff to make it actually look like a completed laser pistol. Alright, so I reinforced this middle section right here so the gun doesn't bend when I hold it anymore. Now the gun's ready for painting! Quick tip, remember to take this part off before you paint. I know it seems obvious, but hey, sometimes our brain malfunctions and we forget to do stuff. So yeah, take this off and use masking tape to block off certain sections you don't want paint to turn to get on. And if you are following this, like following what I'm doing and trying to make a laser gun of your own, which, by the way, may I mention, is a terrible idea. Don't use this as a way to make your own. Find a tutorial on YouTube. There's like a bunch of better ones out there. Wait, this is on YouTube. Right, I forgot. Anyways, remember, when you're spray painting something, be sure to wear some kind of protective mask, because you don't want that paint fumes going up into your lungs. So, I'm going to be wearing a face mask. Also be sure to wear protective gloves to keep paint from getting on them. Yeah, paint to get on your hands, I mean. Yeah. I like to do when I spray paint stuff is that I like to cover up all the parts that I don't want to get, like, a certain color, and I paint all the parts that are a certain color. I mean, I feel like that's what everyone does, but yeah, I'm saying it because maybe some of you who are doing this, which I don't know why any of you would be doing this, don't know that. There we go. Right. Alright, there you go. Now, I'm going to let that dry. I'll come back later to check on it and see how it did. Oh, crap, I got spray paint on myself. Alright, let's take a look at this thing. Seems like most of it is dry. Alright, let's take off the masking tape. Almost complete. Alright, there we go. Now I just need to paint this and add some of the yellow strips on this, and I think it'll be done. Alright, so instead of painting it, I decided to just cover it with duct tape since I think it looks better, and now we are on to the final part of the process before this thing is complete. The final details. Yeah. So, I need to add the rest of the little, like, what do you call it? The caution strips on here, and a power display, or whatever you call it, right here. And then it'll be done! And now it's done! It's complete! I don't even know what to call this. Oh wait, no, I had a name for it. Where is it? The E.P.D.A.S Mark III is complete! If you're wondering what the other two were, let's just say they didn't work out very well, and I had to clean up quite a bit of rubble. Anyway, yes, it is complete! The gun is done! I finished it! Now I got a cool new weapon I can use. Yeah! So cool! I don't know where to put this. Yeah, I'll just leave it here for now. It's done, and... What? Wait, hold on.
You have one new message.
And I present to all of you the moment you've all been waiting for. The E.P.D.A.S Mark III. Here it is in all of its amazing glory. Pick one up. I already messed it up. Okay, let's try this again. And now I present to all of you the E.P.D.A.S Mark III and all of its beautiful glory. Pick yours up today at your neighbor, frick. Okay, let's try this. And now, I present to all of you the... Where's the button? Where did it go? Shut up. Where's the button? Wait, hold on. What? Where's the button? I can't see crap. Oh, what? There it is. Okay, so to start off, I'm gonna use this little silver little doodad here as a base to make the rest of the gun. Specifically, the energy port where the little energy cell is gonna slide in and click into place, and also to make the energy cell itself, because, you know, I can't really make an energy cell just based on, you know, literally nothing. You don't know, because, you know, no, you don't. I keep saying that because I'm terrible at I'm terrible at improvisation, and I'm just improvising most of this right now, so I keep saying the same thing over and over again. I don't even know why I'm still using this take. I should just stop talking now and just end the take. No, I'm actually, I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna keep talking, and I'm gonna put this take at the end of the video so you all can see how terrible I am at video making. Remember, when you spray paint your stuff, be sure to wear a protective mask to keep the paint fumes from getting up your nose or your mouth or whatever. Frick. Okay, let's try it again.